Alright. Are we live? Who knows? I can't tell. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Should be alright. I'll be alright with that. I'll be alright if this is just a talk to myself thing, and I think I'm streaming the whole time, but I'm not actually. Okay, we're live. Cool. I'm just gonna copy this, post on Twitter, and then we can start playing some Marvel Rivals. Probably no one's gonna watch this. I would imagine that this is gonna be an absolute me talking to myself for a half an hour to an hour, and that being that, and feeling like I've accomplished something with my life. Alright, I'm real competitive now in Marvel Rivals. I feel like I'm a competitive guy now. I've been playing that a decent bit, so I think that's what we're mostly going to play. Is going to be competitive. Which there's 3 characters I'm currently kind of switching between. So Star-Lord is the first one I learned. So my voice just croaked there. I guess I'm going through puberty again. It's about time that happened. So Star-Lord's one of them. He's like my DPS main. Then I use Captain America for my tank main, and then Cloak and Dagger for my healer main. I think we're going to Captain America. So I've got all of them as Lords at the moment, and I started playing Daredevil a bit because I want to learn him. And he's really fun. He's really difficult to learn, I'm finding, but he's really, really, really fun. So we'll see about that. Let me see if this is definitely live. I'm not just talking to nothing. Alright, we got one watching. That's me. That's me with the stream on in the background so I can make sure that it's running. So we got one viewer. A viewer, it's me though. So you know, let's not get too excited about that just yet. But when we get that second viewer, we'll be cooking. We'll be cooking with these. We got 3 watching now. That's crazy. That's all me as well. I've got a 3 stream running in the background. I'm trying to make sure that this definitely works. So yeah, don't get too excited about that either. I'm not gonna get excited about the watch viewers on this until I hit about like 5. We have 5 viewers on this, then I'm gonna buy a new car or something. That's gonna be crazy. Also, let me know if the audio on the game is affecting the mic, because I don't have my headphones on, so I can switch my headphones if that is a problem. It's so warm in here today. I don't want to put those big beefy headphones on if I don't have to. But we might have to. Oh, I'm afraid to go to Venom. I fucking hate Venom. Anyway, yeah, Supergirl teaser came out, which I'm kind of a fan of the new DCU thing, where it's like, it seems to be every December now we might be getting a new trailer, because the Superman first teaser dropped almost exactly a year ago. I think it's this coming Friday 1 year ago is when the Superman teaser dropped. And I really liked the Supergirl teaser. I was a really big fan of it. Went on Twitter, everybody hated it. And I mean, like, you had your people who didn't like the Superman teaser for sure. Like, there were a few people saying it was a really basic teaser and all this sort of stuff. But for Superman, I don't feel like I saw just the hate with it that the Supergirl teaser is getting. Like, it is kind of crazy. And it's... Oh, get out of here, Jeff. I don't want to do it anymore. Alright, Jeff's dead. We got him, guys. Don't worry, Jeff is dead. Everybody write that down. We got Jeff. He's a dead guy. He has been murdered. Oh, come on. I want my needle. I want his ass. Fuck you, my needle. I want you too, Gambit. Never mind. I'm running away because I'm a coward. Because I'm a coward! Oh! What was I saying? Yeah, but the Supergirl teaser, it's just... Like, I haven't been on Twitter a whole lot lately. Or whatever it's called now. But... I watched the teaser. I really liked it, and then I came on last night, and it was just all... The visuals suck. You know, it looks like an upgrade from Superman, but not by much. Which I get that, you know, Woman of Tomorrow is an extremely gorgeous comic. Like, the art in that... Where's Venom gone? He's just gone. Right. The art in that comic book is some of the... Oh, get out of here. Is one of the most beautiful comics in modern comic book history, I would say. Pretty easily. And, yeah, the film, from what we've seen, doesn't exactly replicate a lot of that... Where's my mail gone? Doesn't exactly replicate a lot of that kind of style yet, but I mean, it's early days for the film. I guess we've got another 6 months of VFX to be done on it. They're probably going to be working on it like right up until, once you had June 19th or something, probably till late May they're going to be working on it, if even later after that. A lot of the teaser as well kind of focused on a lot of the close set stuff, like the on-location stuff, rather than, I mean on location, like on a set. But rather than, you know, a lot of the VFX heavy colorful stuff that's going to be done in post-production with the color grading and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of a little bit early to be, you know, hitting the red alert button and saying all the DCU films are going to look like ass. Because I didn't think Superman looked like ass. I thought there was a lot of beautiful shots in that film, and a lot of beautiful things. But I definitely agree that, oh Jeff, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, bro. I definitely agree that, oh no! I thought I got away from it. Oh wait, got out of it, never mind. But I definitely agree, like the Metropolis stuff in Superman, for example, didn't look the best. It looked very oversaturated, had a very yellowy feel to it. But I don't feel like in the film they necessarily made Metropolis look like an iconic city. It kind of just looked like any city, I guess. Like, I'm actually just back from America, and I went to a load of different states, and I was in Ohio for a bit, went to Cincinnati, went to the museum where Superman was filmed, the Union Terminal, which was really, really, really cool. But I don't think that the film necessarily made Metropolis stand out from like a lot of other comic book films, you know. Which I think is one thing that DC has a huge advantage over Marvel in, is that they do a really good job of making their cities look different, look unique. Gotham always has a very particular view. Metropolis should as well. Coast City, Central City, a lot of these places should have their own look to them. And there wasn't really that with Metropolis in the Superman film. So from that aspect, I do think the visuals in Superman could have used a lot of work. But I think it's too early to be saying that Supergirl is going to look like ass, which seems to be a lot of what people are saying. I also just think One Man of Tomorrow is such a unique and particular comic book that unless you're doing like an animated film, it's going to be kind of impossible to make it look as good as it does in the comics, you know? And I know James Gunn, like, his Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is probably the best, can I kill her? Probably not. It's probably the best, like, version of that we've seen in the comic book film in terms of the color palette, in like a live action one. But even that, I think, is pretty far and away from what Woman of Tomorrow should be. Here it is. Echo in the background. That's probably my fault. Alright. Let me switch to my headphones on. Thank you for letting me know, man. I really appreciate that. Okay. Hopefully this will fix it. And if it doesn't, then we're cooked, chat. But alright, what was I saying? Yeah, I think that there is definitely merit to the people who are saying James Gunn-esque vibes here, because it's obviously not directed or written by James Gunn. But I think it's possible to say that he didn't have pretty major creative inputs on the film, you know, like he's the one who's greenlit the film along with Peter Safran and people like Tom King and stuff like that. And I think James Gunn wouldn't have greenlit this film unless he thought that Woman of Tomorrow was a story that fits what he's doing with the MCU, and it definitely feels like it has the James Gunn style to it. Like, oh no, Jeff, please. Like the first kind of marketing we saw for the film before we even saw the teaser has been Cara Zor-El, Millie Alcock's Cara, with a Walkman listening to music, like 80s music, like Blondie and stuff like that, which I don't know if Blondie was like late 70s, early 80s. It could have even been 60s, and that's a Star-Lord thing, you know, that's James Gunn always makes music a really big part of his characters and his films. And while yes, this isn't necessarily a James Gunn film, I think you can feel sort of his style seeping through past the director and past the writer, at least in the brief stuff that we've seen of the film. You know, like he could have told me that trailer was a James Gunn film, and I don't think I would have disagreed with him. You know, if we had no idea who directed or wrote it, it's not impossible to see that trailer and go, this feels like a James Gunn film. And that's not a bad thing, but I do think there needs to be a real change in the DCU project. Which, speaking of, we also saw the Lantern's first teaser. It was like 10 seconds. HBO released today their like 2026 trailer lineup. It had Euphoria in it, House of the Dragon, Now of the Seven Kingdoms, a lot of good stuff. And in it, towards the end of it, there's like a 10-second snippet from Lanterns, where we see Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, which that was pretty exciting. And honestly, the 10 seconds we saw of it got me kind of hyped. It is just Hal Jordan basically schooling Jon in the car and being like, you know, you're not ready till the ring says you're ready, and then he dives out of the car to try and give Jon Stewart a but it was good. It was really good little tease, I thought. And I feel like it's a teaser that most people are going to not see, because it kind of does just come out of nowhere. I don't think I've seen any of the James Gunn or DCU social medias posted. I just saw it on Discussing Film and the HBO social medias. But it's a really cool little tease. Check it out. And I think Lanterns is probably going to be a really good idea of what. Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Ooh. Oh, thank you for the heals, man. Save my ass. Am I the only one on the point? I'm dead. Down the other one too. Oh shit, rocket got me back. Jeff, I need you gone. Come on, kill Jeff. I'm gonna kill him. I'm sorry, Shark, but I don't like you, and every time I think you're gone, you use your ult on me. Jose, Gamut Never Folds, one of the coolest ults in the game. Like the way he says it is just peak. Oh no, I'm dead. Yeah. Hey Darren, what's up? How are you doing today? Yeah, Lanterns teaser. If you didn't see it, check it out. That's going to be a really good and fun project next year. Has me excited. We know that they're kind of going with a very true detective tone with it. Did we lose? Yeah, they're all on the point. We're not. Damn. Was that 1-1? I feel like I'm not doing great. Bit of audio issue on your stream. Oh, thank you, Darren. What is the audio issue? Do you know? Let me see. Might be the desktop audio coming through. Oh, I know what the problem is, and I completely forgot to fix that. I have the audio of my camera and the audio of my microphone recording at the same time, so that creates an overlap. Appreciate you, Darren. Let me know about that.
I'm not really a team guy.
And that's probably what the echo was too.
More than enough voices in my head.
Funny. I heard you were
thank you to the 4 people who stuck around despite probably being unable to hear me.
Forget the
Let me know if
card,
that's
son.
fixed, by the way.
Just show us that man who carried it.
The battle starts in 5.
Yeah.
4.
Alright.
3.
Thanks, buddies.
2.
Sorry about that.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I don't know. That's on me. I always remember to click off my camera audio before I record anything. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Found a bunch of them.
I'm losing it, man. I haven't been making videos really at all this year. I made a couple of videos here or there, but I've been out of it. I've been out of it for a while. I'm getting it. But yeah. Then we also have the Avengers Doomsday teaser, which was rumored to be this week. It was originally rumored to be tied to Avatar Fire and Ash. And this comes out end of next week, or mid next week. And it was rumored to be tied to that, which that rubs me a little bit the wrong way. I hate when trailers are exclusive. In Ireland, at least, a lot of the time you're not going to see the exclusive trailers in film. Every time there's like an exclusive scene or exclusive trailer released alongside a film in the US, it generally doesn't translate to a lot of times Europe. So I'm not excited about that because I think it's going to unfortunately cut off the legs of a decent amount of the worldwide audience, where they just won't be able to see it. Fans will have to watch, shitty recordings of it online. And it might not be the case because with Fantastic Four, we did get the Avatar trailer here with that wasn't released online, which really surprised me because I'd never seen that happen before. but I'm not convinced that'll happen with Avengers Doomsday just yet, unfortunately. But yeah, it was originally supposed to come out with that. Then the rumor was that it was going to be released this week to give it like a week before. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, and those rumors come out this week, which I was excited about right before Avatar, so that it could be tied to Avatar next week. And now the rumor is that it is not coming out this week, but it will be out next week, and it'll probably be tied to Avatar, which is, like I said, a little disappointing to me, just off the basis of I don't know how accessible that's going to be to final side remasters. Apparently the Mandalorian and Grogu next trailer was supposed to be out yesterday, and Disney didn't release it because of Supergirl, which is a little surprising to me. I'm not saying Supergirl isn't going to be a popular film, but I'm surprised Disney is nervous about Star Wars trailer in comparison to like a B-tier DC character. You know, she's a big DC character, but not necessarily A-tier the way like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman would be. So I'm surprised that they're a little iffy on that if that rumor's true. In terms of the Avengers Doomsday teaser, I think it's probably going to be very similar to what the second Avengers Endgame trailer was, if you remember that trailer, where... For the second Avengers Endgame teaser was almost entirely old footage, interspersed with a little bit of new footage at the end. And I feel like that's probably going to be what because I think they're really going to hype this film quite a bit. We're also a year out. Like, the first Avengers Endgame trailer, I think, came out in December of... It came out late November of... no, I think the Endgame trailer came out in December of 2018. And the film came out in April. Whereas with Doomsday, we're apparently getting the first teaser now, and the film doesn't come out till next December. So, that's a big jump, and I think people should be prepared for the trailer to kind of have a whole lot of nothing, mostly be a marketing thing to let people know that the film is happening. You know, like a wider tied to audience, or tied to audience to let them know, like, oh, there's a new Avengers film coming out next year, make sure you're looking out for that. Like, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot in there. I'm about to get absolutely murdered by the people on my team in this chat. I was playing like ass there. I got so confused towards the end. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be prepared for it to be like, we're saying like the teaser's probably about a minute and a half. Probably going to be 60 to 70 seconds of old footage from old films to get the nostalgia going and get you hyped for the fact that there's a new Avengers film coming out, and then like 20 seconds of a Doom like silhouette, or I don't know, what Doom like monologue or something like that, and maybe goes over the old footage. I'll be surprised if we got anything more substantial than that. And I'm hearing some reflection report that you don't net at all. Damn, okay. Game might be right. Game might be right. I can only know that. I can fix that. Appreciate you, Darren. You're being the goat right now. Down like there. That should fix it. Darren, when I refer to chat, that's you I'm referring to, okay? I don't know if I believe the 4 Doomsday trailers. I did hear that too, that they were going to release, was it like 4, I might go healer this time, 4 different Doomsday trailers that were all going to be attached to like, they were all going to be attached to Avatar, but in different cinemas or whatever. It's kind of the same way we had that Spider-Man across, or yeah, it was Across the Spider-Verse report where they were saying like each cinema got a slightly different version of the film where like some things were changed or whatever, and people are saying that that they're gonna do that for the Doomsday trailer, which I would be shocked. I think a year apart, unless they're like 20-second, 30-second teases. I'd be super surprised if that was true. No, I completely agree. The Endgame trailers were unbelievable in terms of just creating hype for a film. Like, those are still some of the most well-remembered trailers that I've seen, where it was just such a big deal that everyone you knew was watching and everyone had heard about it. Even if they weren't Marvel fans necessarily, they were talking about it. It was the same with the first Infinity War trailer. Remember that came out the same week as Crisis on Earth X from the Arborist? And that was a crazy time. I feel like you get shouted at more as a healer in this game. Like, I feel like players don't shout at tanks super often in ranked. They're just like, oh, it's whatever, you know. You're either playing good as a tank or you're not. But when you're not doing your job as a healer properly, everyone's just losing their mind at you. I got you, buddy. I'm gonna die though. You gotta take out some of these enemies for me. Yup. It's Hawkeye. It's always Hawkeye. You got that with the chairs this year. You kinda did, but I don't know if the chairs was the same thing. Because it definitely got the actual Marvel fans really hyped and excited. And, you know, like, oh, who's gonna be the next announcement? But I don't think I saw a lot of casual people who had fallen off Marvel since Endgame having that chair reveal bring them back. There was something special about Endgame where it just felt like everyone in the entire world was watching the film or excited for the film. Whereas with the chair reveal, like, a lot of my friends were texting me like, oh, I heard there was a chair reveal, like, what was that about? And I'd be like, oh, this guy got next. And they'd be like, oh, that's cool, I guess. And that'd be it. You know, there wasn't a lot of bigger hype than that, I felt. The chairs was cool. I still remember everyone thinking there was going to be a second chair reveal. The first guess was it was the week after the first chair reveal. The second guess was that it was August, when in actuality that was just for the Thunderbolts Disney Plus drop. And then people were saying, oh, it's going to be next month, then it's going to be the month after. I think we will get another chair reveal, but I think the next one will be for Secret Wars. And I think we probably have to prepare for the possibility. A lot of characters we think are no-brainers for Doomsday, like Carol, Monica, a lot of these characters. They might be held off until Secret Wars. I think we're probably going to end up in Doomsday with a similar situation to Endgame, where certain characters that you feel like are, you know, guaranteed to be in the film, like Ant-Man and Hawkeye, were left out of Infinity War. I think that's probably going to be a similar situation here, where certain no-brainer characters are they might not be in it, and then you save them for Doomsday or you save them for Secret Wars when I see you, buddy. I see you. When Doomsday ends with, you know, Battle World being created properly or whatever, and a lot of characters are split up and captured or incapacitated or something, that it leaves you open to have a lot of the smaller characters, or not the smaller characters, but the characters who were left out of the first film, be around for the next one. Like, it's like when we saw the original concept art for Secret Wars, and it had like Wong, Star-Lord, She-Hulk, Hulk, all putting together the Young Avengers, or the Champions. Well, I think that definitely 100% changed. I think it's probably not too far off what the actual film will end up being, where it's going to be a lot of her in the second one to help save the day or whatever. And then you can have another one of your portal moments where all the characters who have been trapped on Battle World or have been brainwashed by Doom finally get free, and then they're part of the big final fight. I mean, you can make the complaint that it's lazy to do that again, but it was a clear hype moment, and I feel like, you know, you can talk shit about these things as much as you want, but the truth is that big moments where a load of characters you don't expect come back to save the day is always going to be a successful moment. Like, it's always going to be a huge fan moment that everybody loves. Maybe temporal blockers are like I mean, oh no, I didn't realize I was in the thing. Like, that is cool that it was the most viewed live stream of all time. But I would argue live streams aren't super accessible to a lot of people. Like, you're not going to find a lot of casual movie watchers who regularly watch live streams, sort of thing. Whereas people who are on Twitter and are, you know, or Instagram or YouTube or Twitch and who are already locked into this sort of stuff, they're more likely to watch live streams. Whereas the Avengers Endgame trailer, it was, I'm getting murdered left, right, and center. The Avengers Endgame trailer was just a big moment, no matter where you were or who you were. Like, everybody knew about it. Maybe I should stop playing ranked, because I feel like I'm just ruining my teams. I've seen for the Avengers Endgame re-release will be, yeah. I've seen a lot of people say that that's going to be, like, the final trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Will be the credit scene of Endgame. Kind of like how Captain America: The First Avenger ended with the first trailer for the Avengers. Oh my god, I'm playing like ass. 4-6, look at that. What am I doing today? I swear to god I do not play like this all the time. I'm usually a decent bit better, I feel like. That also might be the first Lord Hawkeye I've ever seen. I feel like I don't see enough people play Hawkeye. God, my team hates me. My team hates to see me coming. Come on, Jeff, let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, bro. Played 2 games today, and I lost them both. Easily lost them both. Parker's on his shit again. Alright, punch your ass, everybody. I don't know how you got hit, when you got hit by, but now I'm Frost is cool. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. So what do we think that the Endgame re-release is gonna have a, like, the trailer for Doomsday at the end of it, like the last trailer for Doomsday at the end of it, or will it be like an actual scene from the film? I could see it being a scene for the film, kind of similar to like the Captain Marvel scene that end from the first Captain Marvel film, where the post-credit scene was like, it wasn't a direct scene from Endgame, it was her showing up with the characters. I could see that where like Endgame ends with the Iron Man, like the last moment of the credits of Iron Man, or the last moment in the credits of Endgame is where you hear the Iron Man, like when Tony's banging the hammer on when he's making the suit in the first Iron Man film. It would be cool in the Endgame release if they transition from that noise to like the first scene of Doomsday that has Doom in it. It's like, I don't know, they probably won't do that. Marvel, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me, Marvel. If you want your movie to do well, do not listen to me. So there's a Toy Story release this year. More so just like a history of the franchise, and more so interview stuff. I didn't know they did that with the Toy Story release. That's really cool. You know what? I'm gonna give out a hot take here. I'm actually excited for Toy Story 5. Yes, I think Toy Story 4 was a little unneeded, and it's not as good as the first 3 in my opinion. But I thought Toy Story 4 was still a really good film, and a really fun film, and a really emotional film. And I'm alright with us getting another one. They've already, you know, went back and not ended the franchise with doing 4 at all. So, may as well just keep it going, I guess. It's going to be a franchise that comes back every 5 to 10 years, which I'm kind of okay with. Those are probably my biggest childhood films, and I'm alright to see them again. I need to rewatch Toy Story 4. I've only seen it once. I actually got it on Blu-ray recently as well. But I've seen the original tree, you know, I don't know, probably like 100 times. Ooh. I'd say the Toy Story tree in cinemas is probably one of my like original cinema memories of being like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. What's the worst if it was a less interesting concept? You know, Toy Story 5 looks really good. And probably pretty needed. Yeah, of them, I don't know if they've changed it, but wasn't the plan for it, or the story of it is that they're dealing with how do the toys survive in a world where you know, iPads and tablets and computers and phones are now how children get their entertainment. You know, that children don't necessarily play with toys anymore. I don't know, I remember hearing that they might have changed the concept of that, and that was just like the original sort of idea for it. But I don't know. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Punisher. I got you, buddy. Aside from Jesse from the league. Yeah. Jesse definitely felt like a character that was, that didn't get as much to do in 3 and 4 as the rest of the characters. Because it definitely felt like 2 ended with the idea of her being the 3rd lead along with Buzz and Woody. And I don't feel like they ever properly followed up on that as a concept. And Toy Story 2 is, in my opinion, the best film in the franchise, and is a top 5 film of all time for me. I think that film is a genuine masterpiece. And I think 1 and 3 are both fantastic as well. 3 a little bit more than 1, but 2 is that film that I'm like, I could endlessly rewatch this film, like it's just that good. Oh, what are they doing up there? What are they doing up there? Get him, Jeff. Get him. And we might... No, we're not. We got 3.5 minutes. We have to hold them exactly here. Like, if they get anywhere past here, we're dead. It's Jover. No, that's it. The villain is tablet. Yes, okay. And I also saw the concept art that was like an army of evil buzzes or something. And I don't know what. Damn it, man. Is that Hawkeye again? Bro just has it in for me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think Toy Story 2 GOAT of... I think a lot of early Pixar is masterpiece level, but Toy Story 2 is, in my opinion, the best film that they've made. Like, I'd put like Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, The Incredibles, and... I don't know what else I'd put on that kind of caliber. It's kind of those 3, but it's also Pixar is a very nostalgic based studio in terms of it's whatever films of theirs you grew up with, those are the ones you're going to consider the masterpieces. And Toy Story 2, Incredibles, Cars, Finding Nemo, those were that's the era of Toy Story I grew up with. So naturally they're going to be what I consider to be the best of their films. But you know, kids growing up today who watch Pixar films are probably going to consider things like Turning Red, Inside Out 2, what was the recent one that came out? Elio? Something like that, Elemental. Elio, I think, is the only Pixar film I've not seen. I usually do that unless it's like a Toy Story or something, or an Incredibles, I usually wait and watch a Pixar film like a year after it comes out, because I only saw Elementals for the first time earlier this year. I was trying to have Elemental or Elementals. One of the 2. But I liked it. That was good fun. I'd say my 2 favorite probably Toy Story films of the last 5 or 6 years would probably be like Soul and Toy Story 4. But Toy Story 4 I know was a biased pick. Like it's literally just because I love those characters so much. And Lightyear I enjoyed as well, despite it being so completely different. News after the first film, it's crazy. Thoughts on the potential 2028 date for Black Panther 3? Yeah, I mean, I'm just so curious on what they're gonna do with. I'm just so curious on what they're gonna do with Black Panther 3. Or yeah, because I feel like you're gonna run into some huge controversy either way. Like because Black Panther 2 got away with a lot of the. Not got away, but Black Panther 2 was able to do it because it was a genuine like. You know, how do we move on from this huge lost film? It was a perfect film in that sense. But Black Panther 3 will probably have to be a pretty more, you know, a more normal superhero film. That's probably going to focus on either Shuri's Black Panther or T'Challa's son. So it's not going to be able to really dig on a lot of the emotional beats that made, oh great, maybe all coming to me, that made Black Panther 2 work as well as it did. So I'm interested to see what they do with it. But also, it's so difficult to get excited for Marvel movie announcements that haven't started filming because it really is a flip of a coin lately from the last like 2 to 3 years on when a Marvel film is gonna comes out. Because how many like Marvel films have been announced over the past 5 years that have just completely disappeared or just not happened? There's been a lot of them. How long have we been streaming for? 34 minutes ago. Alright, we'll do one more game. And then that's going to be it for me, I think. Because I'm on a losing streak now. And I hate being on a losing streak. I'll try Star-Lord for this last ranked one. That way we've done one game of each. I appreciate that upgrade, man. I thought I did like trash, but I appreciate it. Do I do like trash? Yeah. Well, I got the most healing on our team by far. So, I wasn't the problem. Other people might have been, but I wasn't. Alright. I love having the Daredevil or like the banner, just to not use Daredevil at all. Tricks people into thinking what I'm gonna do next.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Alright, lock into DPS for anyway else good. Oh, we got the Gambit's fighting. Also, Lord Gambit already is crazy. That character came out like 4 weeks ago. How much time have you put into the game to choose Lord Gambit already? Also, Star-Lord is such a finicky character. Are you gonna throw the game by being all healers? Okay, thank God. Star-Lord is such a finicky character in this. It really depends on how good your team is, like the rest of your team. Because I feel like you can't carry a game with Star-Lord. You can carry a game with Captain America and with Cloak and Dagger if you're playing well enough. But I don't think you can carry a game with Star-Lord. I think it really is dependent on if you're playing with a good team or not. Like, if you're playing with a good team and you're Star-Lord, you're gonna absolutely dominate the match. But if you're playing with a bad team, so we'll see. If I play like trash, I'll switch to Captain America. And Fortress Special coming out right before Spider-Man is interesting, so it might end and lead straight into the movie. Yeah, I would expect it does. Because what, we're going like Daredevil Born Again, probably then right after that ends, like the week after that ends, we probably get the Punisher Special, and then right after that will be Spider-Man Brand New Day. So yeah, I would expect wherever Punisher ends up at the end of his special is exactly what he's going to be at the beginning of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be. I also thought I heard at one point that the Brand New Day trailer was supposed to be this week, and that was going to be attached to Avatar as well, because Sony wanted a film of theirs to advertise during it. But I don't know. What's Rogue? Also, I don't think Rogue came out today. I don't think you should be playing Rogue in ranked. There's no way you would have been able to learn that character already. Sorry for them to add Daredevil or Deadpool. Yeah, it was next to the Game Awards. So he's actually already in the hero part of the game. Like if you go into the heroes tab in the main menu, he's there. It just says locked, and then he's being added on like January 19th or something. Which that's gonna be cool. I think he's gonna be a fun character. I'm excited to see. Oh shit! I'm excited to see what his ult's gonna be. Like where will he be? And I think that the idea of having like dual guns that aren't space guns, so like I'm using dual guns right now, but dual guns that aren't space guns will be cool. Like how is he gonna play in comparison to other characters? Oh damn, Rogue should have been dead 50 times there. Where's Psylocke gone? Where's Psylocke gone? Oh, Bucky's gonna murder me. Bucky always murders me. I'll be so for real, man. I think I'd prefer him being Daredevil Season 2 over Spider-Man. I think seeing him in Spider-Man is going to be really cool, but I think it makes far more sense for him from a story point of view to be in Daredevil Season 2. His conflict at the moment is directly with the ATF task force. No, that's ATF. What's ATF from? I keep saying that. I keep hearing that somewhere. Am I thinking like I'm not thinking of the anti-vigilante. Yeah, okay. But I think it's gonna be. I think his story has much more to do with Daredevil at the moment, with Fist and the cops, than it does with whatever Spider-Man's doing, fighting Hulk and Scorpion and that sort of stuff. I don't know. I think I just would prefer him to be in Daredevil. I think it makes more sense from a story point of view. I think the original idea of him being in Daredevil Season 2 and then the final episode of Daredevil Season 2 being the special was a really good idea, and I kind of wish that's how it remained. But also, I think I would feel less weird about it if Daredevil was also in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But if Punisher's not in Daredevil Season 2, and Daredevil's not in Spider-Man, like, when are we going to see these characters interact again? You know? In a Born Again Season 3, Nidra, Hacker, Aimbot. In our team. Ooh. I'm out of there. Sorry, buddy. Oh, no! 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 I got one of them. Got stunned. My ass got stunned. After that, though. Damn, I am playing like crap. I die one more time. I'm switching to Gameric, I think. Whereas I haven't got a shout out in the chats yet, so I am playing like garbage today. DPS. Okay, never mind. There we go. Finally got that called out. Get to the point. Yeah, right, buddy. We hear you. We hear you, buddy. We hear you, buddy. I'll switch to Cap now. I tried it. It's not working out. So we go back to the basics. And also, a 3-4 KD looks way better as a tank than it does as a DPS. If your 3-4 is a DPS,
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I mean, I know I was going 3-4 as a DPS, but that's different because it was me. I joke. There's a rumor though, not really reliable, that Floyd Bennett is going to play the live action Dr. Oh, the yeah. I mean, I think that makes sense. She's already kind of tied to Disney in a lot of ways, and Hulu with like Interior Chinatown and stuff like that. Which I still need to watch that. But that makes sense to me. She was also in Dave, that Hulu comedy show from a few years ago, which I actually thought the show was really good. I feel like I saw her in something else really recently as well, but I can't think of. Oh, Groot, you blocked me in, bro! Oh, that's gone. Shit, Groot. Get the point, boys. Oh, I'm on the point. Alright, I'm playing way better as Captain than as Star-Lord. Like, it's not even funny. We've gotten 3 kills. 4 kills. Ooh. Oh, thank you for the heals, thank you for the heals. The heals. Where you going? Where you going, buddy? Where you think you are? Still on the point. Still on the point. Nice! You got the Hawkeye? Well, I really hope he isn't an aimbot hacker because I like him. Jones for the Christmas movie last one. I didn't watch that, so that's not where I'm thinking of her from. And I actually didn't know she was in that, but good for her. And then yeah, that's another Disney thing. Like she kind of definitely is sort of in the Disney Hulu sphere. Ooh. And she was also supposed to be in the CW Powerpuff Girls show, lest we forget. What was supposed to be one of the greatest pieces of television of all time. Oh no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that, so I left it out of my face. Nice. Don't worry, Hawkeye, I'm on you. God, I'm playing so much better as Cop. It's not even funny. Bro only realized they were calling him out. They're gonna get in there. I don't want them in there. That makes it harder for me to kill them. We might actually have this one. Oh, nice. Dang. Would have been peak. It would have been peak, Darren. That's what I'm saying. Where is it? Although, let's be real, that script that leaked from it was kind of trash. I did not think that script sounded good. See, we won that time because I switched to a tank. That's why we won. It's all me.
30
It's all.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
But as I'm saying though, I do feel like with a tank, it's fairly
When it
easy
starts,
to turn a game
follow
around.
my lead.
Well,
Any
like you can't do
questions?
that with a DPS. Not to the same sort
Good
of
to know you're
degree.
still a rebel deep
Like
down.
you can make great plays as a DPS that really lend to everybody else being able to do their part. But I feel like with a tank, if you're playing well, you can keep the teams back long enough
Battle starts in
to
5, 4,
really sort of,
2, 1.
you know,
All you need to do
What was
is
he talking
capture
about,
the
our
mission area.
about us,
Got it?
our farming.
Times
maybe.
change. People don't.
Maybe. Alright. Alright. Well, this is a, no matter what the outcome of this one is, this is the last one of the night, so we gotta make it count. Yeah, Psylocke. I don't want to fight my friend. You're my friend, Bucky. I don't want to fight you. I want to fight you, buddy. I fight Psylocke though. I fight her every day. You know what? No, never mind. Bucky's gonna win that fight. I'm not doing it.
Anyone willing to help?
I'm silent.
Yours.
Bucky's running away. Let me get him.
Sorry, soldier.
Sorry, Bucky. Oh, he's getting healed. He's getting healed. I'm dead. I shouldn't have chased him. That was my bad. Heal Lanterns trailer. Yeah, so I was talking about that at the very beginning of the stream, but it might have been hard to hear with the audio problem. So again, I'm sorry about that. But I thought it was really good. It was like 10 seconds of just Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, with Hal being a little bit of a dick to Jon, being like, yeah, you're not ready till the ring says you're ready, then diving out of a car and letting Jon figure things out. I thought that was great. I'm really excited for that. And the idea of it being sort of a true detective vibe with Damon Lindelof is really exciting. I think Superman gave me so much to love, and it was kind of everything I wanted the film to be. But I think from a quality standpoint, I feel like Lanterns is probably going to be the best DCU project. I think it's got so much going for it that it would really have to suck for it not to be, at the very least, one of the best DCU projects. Like the talent they have involved in it is phenomenal. Oh, Psylocke, don't do me like this! Damn it. So I can't wait for that. I am a little disappointed that it's now late next year, rather than what originally seemed to be like a February-March date for it. But it feels like they're trying to fill in the gap after Supergirl. Because they're not... I know Clayface is coming out in September, but it definitely feels like after Clayface there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff coming out for a while. Like we have Man of Tomorrow the following year. But there's also... I know, Darren, you had a big problem with this, about the idea that they're kind of just backlogging all their content in one part of the year. Like it was the same with this year. The DCU, no. Oh, where am I? I thought I was dead. I thought I was fucking dead. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Like this year, we had Creature Commands at the very beginning of the year, but it was Superman and Peacemaker both back to back in July and August. And it feels like it's going to be the same this next year, with Supergirl being in June, then Lanterns probably July, and then running through August, and then Clayface in September, and then that's going to be us with no shows or movies until the following summer with Man of Tomorrow. Like it does definitely feel like they might be better to space it all out a little bit more. Have Lanterns come out early this year, Supergirl in summer, Clayface more like an October, November film. Nice. That actually might be a couple kills we need to win. If we take the point now, we might be Gucci. Batman Part 2 also next year. Yeah, that's true. I do always forget that the Batman Part 2 is technically... Like, obviously at DC it's Batman, but it's just because it's not in the DCU, it's really easy to forget that that's still all in the same circle. Which I can't wait for the Batman Part 2. But it does feel like, other than a brief Penguin scene, there's probably not a look in the Batman Part 2 than what the Penguin did, which is fine. Like, it shouldn't, it should be a Batman film and a sequel to Batman predominantly. But I ran right into him there. That's my bad. That might be it.
Clearly you needed some
Wait, did we do it? We did it, guys. We won. They said it couldn't be done. We did it. All because of me. All because of my excellent gameplay. Yes, I might have the most deaths on the team. Yes, I might have almost the least amount of kills on the team. But, yes, I'm the only one on our team who didn't get any medals. And yes, my accuracy is only 44%. But, I don't think we would have done that if not for me. So, let's all have a little bit of a round of applause for that. We did it, guys. We did it. Alright, anyway, that's going to be the stream, I think. Just kind of a... I like kind of doing these like just under an hour gaming streams, because I feel like going longer than that, you lose stuff to talk about, and the game gets boring. I mean, I could switch to Skyrim if you guys want to see me play Skyrim, but no. I'm pretty good with streams being this sort of brief thing that happens every month. So thank you for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Darren, Jonathan, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. That was it was really good to have you guys here and to talk back and forth. Do you think Netflix will try to force the Penguin into Batman Part 2 with the success of the show? Probably not, because as far as I know, the Netflix deal, if the Netflix deal goes through, like it's going to be a while until they completely finalize that. But by the time the Netflix deal goes through, I think it's supposed to be Q3 2026 is when it's supposed to be finalized. And I think the Batman Part 2 is supposed to start filming in like early next year. So I think the film's already going to be filming, or the film is already going to be filming. I don't think Netflix will be able to give any creative inputs on the Batman Part 2 per se, but I think it brings up a good point that we're probably going to get in a scenario where Netflix is going to be giving creative inputs on other DC projects that are coming out after that, because I don't know. People are saying that, they're going to leave them alone. They're going to let them do their thing. No, they're spending like $108 billion on the company or something. They're not going to do that and leave everything alone. They're definitely going to... It's a lot of egos with these heads of studios and stuff like that, and the heads of companies and stuff. They're all going to want their say on how things are done, and they are all going to want, to be able to say, oh, I'm the one who made this change to this show or this change to this movie. So I think... Well, we're not going to see an impact on things like the Batman Part 2 or Supergirl or Lanterns. From like Man of Tomorrow onwards, we could definitely come out of these films being like, you can tell that there was a lot of studio meddling in these films, which is disappointing because that's exactly what happened with the DCEU, and what caused that to completely blow up was the studio meddling and a lot of the people overseeing these films not being able to agree on what was what or what should have been done. So yeah, hopefully we don't see that. I don't think we'll see any of that in the projects from next year, but I think from the year after, in 2027, I think the projects from like 2028 onwards, we're probably going to be seeing some changes and stuff. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Really appreciated you guys hanging out and talking. And yeah, bye. Look out in the channel for stuff. Watch my Daredevil video. It didn't do well. I wanted it to do well. It didn't do well. Watch it. Please, for the love of God, watch it. Anyway, goodbye. Good night. Farewell. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas and you celebrate other things. And if you don't celebrate anything, then I hope you have a good day. And if you don't want to have a good day, well then that's your prerogative. Have a bad day then, I guess. I'm not telling you to have a bad day. I'm just saying if you don't want to have a good day, then have a bad day. Go for it. Alright, good night. Unless it's early where you are, then good morning. Or unless it's afternoon, lunchtime, then good afternoon, and good midday.